Hi, everyone at Centerfuse. My name is Brian Billingsley, and I am one of the co-founders here at Basis Theory. And we're really excited to show you what we've been up to. So Basis Theory is a tokenization and encryption layer for the internet where we allow you to make your most sensitive data safe and usable, whether that's payments data, bank data, PII, etc. So I'm just going to jump in. I'm going to show you the full product. You can go to basistheory.com and try this for yourself. First thing to point out is everything you see here has been built and dog fooded on our own APIs and SDKs, meaning you can build it all these services yourself if you never want to come back to our portal using infrastructure as code. And there's no hidden management API. Everything you see here, we were our own first customer. So the first thing to point out, we have the concept of tenancy. So we allow you to logically break up your data, whether it's for testing or prod or various geographies. And then you can create an application. So if you create an application, you click create an application. We have various apps types based on your job to be done. And once you choose your app type, you can give it full credit rights based again on what your job to be done is, what kind of data you're protecting, and how do you need to use it. So I'm going to go ahead and jump over here to our sandbox and actually drop in an API key for this demo. And let's get tokenizing. So I'm going to go ahead and just show you a simple example. So this is just tokenizing a simple string. So I've turned this string into a token. I know what tenant ID it is, what type of token it is, who created it, and with an ISO timestamp for logging purposes. So anything that you can serialize, you can tokenize: a string, a bool, a document, an image, obviously credit cards, bank data, etc. Another thing that really sets us apart is the ability to give our customers flexibility of how they want to secure that data. So you can either let us do all the encryption and tokenization for you, or if you have your own KMS and you wanted to roll your own keys, you can say, hey, I actually want to generate my own private key pair, and I want to make sure that I'm the only one that can ever decrypt that data, including basis theory. We don't want basis theory to ever decrypt that data. So this is an example of all basis theory could ever see is that token, and then only you with the private key could actually decrypt that data. We also have the different types of tokens. So if now we're talking PCI data, we're actually going to we want to make sure that we give you full flexibility and freedom, but keep you in PCI scope. So here's an example where you see an atomic type where you have the request and response bodies, but in this case, we're masking pieces of data to, again, keep you out of that PCI scope. We also have the concept of fingerprinting, where you can add different non-sensitive metadata to the token. So you can do searching, et cetera, and not actually have to detokenize. And we do the same thing for bank data as well. So that's how you get data into our system securely. I'm going to go back over here and show you how you can use the data and exchange the data, what we call enriched data, with those tokens. So we have the concept called reactors. So reactors are ways you can easily take data that you've asked us to secure and interact with other services to get value. So like a great example is Stripe. We enable you to quickly and easily use Stripe and send and exchange a credit card number that you always want to have access to and exchange that for a Stripe token. So now you can process with Stripe, and you can do that with as many processors as you want. If you have a Reactor, a custom integration that you need that we don't support, or there's specific things that you want to keep private, you can create a private Reactor. So basically it's your code, keep it in your GitHub repo, do your own testing, but we'll keep it safe for you, and you can use our tokenization services. So it's great for enterprises that have large or legacy integrations. That isn't a showstopper for us. We have great docs with examples with API references. We have guides, so please jump in and check this out. And then the last thing to show you is kind of a soup to nuts example on what can you do with that. So this is a very simple example of, I'm going to use basis theory front ends to take a credit card in. So I just used a credit card number. I created a basis theory token, and now I can go get various processor tokens and process with any of these processors I want to. I can even get bin information from in this case Parrot. So I'm sitting there as a company, and I can use multiple processors based on my business rules, and I can actually pull bin information and see if there's any other processor I should add, all while staying out of PCI scope. So that's just one of a few things we can do. Would love to show you more. Please reach out, bb@basistheory.com. Would love to get in touch with you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much. A question for you, a very lofty goal that you have in front of you. Who are you marketing this to? It's pretty complicated.
Yeah, so I mean, it's really a two-pronged approach because anytime you sell into
Can you
enterprise,
hear me?
usually you are, can you not hear?
Brian, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay. Normally, it's a two-pronged approach where we're selling to a business executive, but typically there's a technical person in the room that's vetting, like, is our product real? So really, we wanted our product to be dev first, so when the engineers see it, they know like right away that this is a product that will be really easy to integrate and use, but also meets the business criteria to either lower costs or drive new transactions to the business.
Hey, Brian. So, we probably have a large non-technical audience that's on the stream right now. So, imagine that you're selling to one of those business executives. How do you get what problem are you solving for them? How do they pay you, or do they pay you? And what do they get in return for using your product?
Sure, I'll give you a specific Fifth Third example. So we're actually working with a client that's taking in bank data from you. You're their ODFI, and right now it's not in compliance with the new Nacha rules. And so when we're taking that data in from your flat file, they're saying we actually want to tokenize that so we can comply with the bank rules, with the Nacha rules that govern that bank network and be in compliance. So we're actually helping, you don't even know, we're helping you and this insurance company be in compliance with the new Nacha rules. So basically, for a SaaS based fee, they're able to be in compliance and in compliant with the new rules within hours. So
Good example.
great question.
And can you walk us through a little bit where are you at today in terms of traction, number of customers, where's the business at overall?
Sure, we're 17 people, mostly engineers. We've got 10 large clients that are currently integrating. One's live. We'll be at about $1 million run rate here. So happy where we are. Um, we've got yeah, and we've got a humongous pipeline. So really excited. And it really spans across fintechs, insurance companies, banks, and merchants. So our the jobs to be done really spread across anyone that's touching sensitive data.